Did Kobe Bryant's legacy benefit off the comparisons to Michael Jordan? Kobe Bryant's play style was always similar to Michael Jordan's. He copied him move for move and instilled those moves into his own repertoire to become five-time NBA champion, league MVP, two-time finals MVP, one of the best players of all time. But did his legacy benefit off of the MJ comparisons? Do people often confuse the fact that because they played similar, that they were similar? I'm of the belief that yes, that is how it went down. Kobe Bryant, to me, is a top 10 player of all time. I have him between 7 and 10. And I think what gets lost among the comparisons to Jordan is what I just said. People think that he was Jordan. He was as complete as a player as Michael Jordan, which, all due respect to him and his fans, he was not. Michael Jordan was objectively a better player than Kobe Bryant from pretty much every facet. I think Kobe you can give the edge to with three-point shooting because it wasn't really an emphasis when Michael played. But aside from that, Michael had him beat. And again, because Kobe played like Jordan for years and years and years and mimicked his game after him from, top to bottom, people often say that he's as good or is in the same class as a Jordan or a LeBron. And as much as I'd like to agree, because I do love Kobe, I was heartbroken when he passed away. He's still one of my favorite players of all time. I do think he gets the benefit of being compared to Michael rather than being his own guy. Because there were differences between the two, obviously, but there were more similarities than differences. Again, Kobe's between that 7 and 10 range for me. I don't think he's top 5 of all time. I think you can make the case that he is, especially if you're a diehard Kobe fan, which there's a lot of. But I also think that, again, comparisons sometimes confuse people and make you think that they're kind of like the same person when they're really just not. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. It worked for him. He made the MJ repertoire his own. But he did it at a lower volume. He did it at a less successful rate than Michael Jordan did. Michael never had a time where he went to a championship round 3 times and wasn't the best player like Kobe did, right? Kobe had Shaq to fall back on. Michael was always the head honcho. He was always a lead man. Of course, he had help with Scottie and Dennis, but he was the guy. Kobe wasn't always the guy. So, do I think Kobe is an all-timer? Of course. You're foolish if you think he's not. But do I think he's in the same stratosphere as a Jordan or a LeBron? I think he's close, but he's not to that level. I just think that he benefited a lot off of the Jordan comparisons throughout the years.